helps if I turn this thing on. All right, man. Rant and Chill solo stream tonight. No guest. The previous stream is porn stars, a term that's used too liberal. Well, I lost that one, apparently. I lost that one. I knew I was going to. I thought that was a fun discussion. Fun discussion there. The rant tonight. My thing tonight here. And here you're just going to vote whether or not you agree with me or not. I mean, it's just whatever. And this is the way I feel. It's these entitled, and they seems to be people that are entitled, definitely, that do this, where they play victim. They feign these stories, create these narratives, and they're hate crimes. They're fake hate crimes. There's so many fake hate crimes reported, I couldn't even tell you if there are even legit hate crimes. From Jussie Smollett to this Rachel Richardson, which sounds like a very white name. Rachel Richardson, if you were to see that name on a resume, you'd be like, not hireable, because that's a white person right there. We're looking for diversity hires. Where's that black Lakeisha? Give me that resume. That says Lakeisha. She's hired. She's definitely black. I'm telling you, man, very white name. But for all these fake manufactured hate crime stories that put out there by the fucking media, hyped up by Twitter and social media and all that shit. If there are legitimate hate crimes, I couldn't tell you. If there are real shit, if there's real shit happening, focus on that. Stop carrying water for this fake nonsense. And don't be surprised when you find out, oh, even that person lied? Yeah! And the reason for it is, attention, fame, money, everything that comes from attention, with attention, okay? It's not just attention. It's everything about it. Publicity. Oh, man. Oh, but there are real hate crimes. Okay. What? Oh, one thing I think of off the top of my head, the grocery store shooter in Buffalo. Sure. Was chalked up as hate crime? Yes, definitely hate crime. He went there to shoot black people and minorities or whatever. I think he said that explicitly. Sure. I tell you what else. You select that, I say that black guy, the brother that purposely ran over families of white people just because they're white. That happened at the beginning of the year. Or was that last year, Christmas? It was kind of long ago, but not that long ago. Oh, what about on TikTok when you have a car full of brothers explicitly saying they're going around hunting white people to kill? I mean, come on. It's rich out there everywhere. But they won't select that. They don't cover that because, minorities, they can't be racist. Minorities, they can't, they can't perpetrate hate crimes. Bullshit. Let me tell you something about humanity, man. We're hateful fucking creatures, hateful fucking beings. And you're going to tell me that one group of people, just because the color of their skin isn't capable of hate, executing a crime just based out of hate, sheer hatred? I think go fuck yourself. We found the moron in the room. Jeez. But they put out this fake nonsense and they carry water for it. Man. So that's why Jussie Smollett is going to be mentioned here tonight. That's why Bubba Wallace is going to be mentioned here, because it all kind of goes together with liars, just crying wolf of racism, accusing somebody, the way I talked right there, it sounds like it was like loading, right? I was buffering, accusing somebody. Anyway. Accusing somebody of being racist, which apparently is pretty bad, right? It's pretty bad. I mean, you can get kicked out of school for that. You can be tarred and feathered, like not literally, but figuratively. You know what I'm saying? So if you haven't heard, and this is an old story, I mean, people are now talking about the Queen dying. I don't give two shits about the Queen. I'm a fucking American. You think I care about the crown? The crown can go fuck itself. Why would anybody who's an American care about the queen. Give two shits about the fucking monarchy. I'm sorry. I thought we kicked their ass. Some people just still want to worship and respect the queen. No respect. Why would I care? Why would I care? A family that protected, Epstein and shit too? No. We're going to talk about Rachel Richardson. Talk about her. I think these hate crime hoaxes are just so abundant that it really does with the abundance of those hoaxes, it makes it hard to believe when anyone comes out and says that they are a victim of racism, that they were a victim of being called racial slurs. I don't care. And that sounds mean, sounds crass, right? I just don't care. I don't care. I'm not saying that as a white guy. I just, I don't care. I don't give two shits if it was real or not. Well, I'm saying if it was real, I still wouldn't care. But we'll get into the story. So, yeah. Rachel Richardson, a volleyball player for Duke University, was playing against BYU. And during that game, she claims to have heard being called racial slurs when she was serving. Now, I don't know how she heard that in this game. She was playing volleyball, she was serving the ball, and she claims she was accused of this. Okay? She's accused, not accused. She claims she heard from those watching, from the crowd, the cheering crowd, that she heard someone call her the fucking N-word. Now, full stop. If that was true, who the fuck cares? Okay. So what? You're gonna how are you gonna find that person? Well, what I mean is your feelings were hurt because you called that. It sucks to be called that. Sure, I imagine it does suck to be called a slur. I imagine it does. But what? You're gonna stop the game and find that person and kick away? What are you doing? It sounds crazy. It sounds insane. How are you gonna spot that? How can you trust that player even heard that in the first place and knew exactly what student it came from? That doesn't make any sense. Are they playing the game? Are they concentrating on playing volleyball? Are they trying to listen to the audience and pinpoint where that racial slur came from? The mouth. Doesn't make any sense. Focus on the game, and maybe you'd be good. I don't know if Duke won that game. I'm not sure. I don't really care about that. Another reason why I don't care about this is because this is where we're at now. I mean, you gotta think about black athletes just like a decade ago, 2 decades ago. Shit, goddamn, they would be called racial slurs in their face, probably by their coach. There's someone around them. Okay, maybe not the coach. It depends on the situation. Okay, I'm just saying they've been through a lot worse than what this Rachel person is going through. What? Completely fake and manufactured. And I stand by that. First off, I got the evidence to support me here, and you probably saw it too. BYU looked into this. Okay, so Rachel, the volleyball player, while she's serving, claims she heard someone call her the N-word. Doesn't know who exactly, but recognized the voice later on. Now, here's what she didn't tell you, too. Okay, when she made all this outcry about this shit, she didn't say how BYU sent a police officer to go literally watch the crowd to look for any more racial slurs to try to pinpoint who it could be, all right? And was questioning all the students there, gathering, interviewing and gathering information, trying to pinpoint the source if it even happened. Everyone denied it because it didn't happen. It did not happen. But then Rachel's like, I hear a voice that sounds familiar, and that's the voice. That's definitely the source of the racial slur. And what was the source of that voice? It was a handicapped man, a man in a wheelchair, And you know what happened to him? He got kicked out of he got banned. He got banned from the fucking university. But then they later found out, it couldn't possibly be him. Because BYU, they look at the surveillance tapes. There's tapes everywhere. Or not tapes. There's cameras everywhere, right? Audio is being recorded. And they can see the man in the wheelchair that Rachel, our poor woman of color victim, accused of being the source of the racial slur, who was kicked out right out of the game and banned from watching any of the games. He wasn't even there. He wasn't even in the area that the supposed racial slur came from. What I'm saying is, not only did this Rachel person, this volleyball player, this Duke volleyball player, come up with a fucking lied about hearing this nonsense, she accused a fucking handicapped man. She accused a wheelchair-bound man. Why? Does she not care about the handicapped? Does she not care about people like that? Does she feel that she's more oppressed than the fucking wheelchair-bound man? Jesus Christ. What the fuck? I think life's been pretty oppressive to that guy. Nature has been oppressive to that guy. Fuck. Jesus Christ. Be even richer if it was like cerebral palsy, you know? Jesus. An individual with a intellectual and deformities or some shit. Intellectually and intellectually disabled. If it was an individual like that that was wrongly accused, because that's what happened. I mean, here's what happens in this situation though. This Rachel person, comes out with this accusation, and people will double down on it. People like LeBron James. But of course, LeBron James will double down on it. Will support that because LeBron James himself is a fucking liar. Is a fucking cry wolf, cry baby. Oh, I'm a victim of a hate crime. Someone graffitied some slurs on my house. Bullshit. Fucking lie. Never happened. It supposedly it happened in 2017. You guys probably remember this shit. Supposedly in his gated community, right? Gated community, his house is behind a fucking gate. To get to his house, you would have to scale that fucking wall in the gate. It's amazing how these rich, well-to-do people have walls around their house and a gate to protect them from just riffraff to come through, right? That's kind of funny. That's kind of something I used to talk about in the old Rant and Chill days. Be like, that's funny. All these people who complain about the wall and all that stuff, why are they living in gated communities? Let's figure that one out, okay? Anyway, that story is completely made up too, but people bought into it. The media ran it, and it was blatantly stupid, blatantly a fucking lie from the very beginning, from Jump Street. You're telling me LeBron James claims he saw a racial slur on his door. A door that's on a house that's behind a wall and a gate. A gate that was closed. Who could have spray painted the word YouTube? I don't know. Who could have sprayed that word? Huh? Who's likely to have done that? LeBron himself? Oh, it gets even better, though. Because no one actually saw it. Because when the police came to investigate this hate crime, it was already gone. It was cleaned up by the local community. It's cleaned up by the HOA or whatever. It's like, well, if that was a crime, why would they clean that up? If it was a crime, they wouldn't clean it up. It's a fucking lie. And people respect LeBron James. He's a fucking clown. He's a fucking moron. He's an idiot when it comes to fucking. The guy can play, sure, fine, but like, Jesus Christ. But if, like, of course he would support Rachel. He would support Rachel Richardson because he's also a proponent and supporter of fake, of pushing fake crime, fake hate crime stories. They love these hoaxes. They just love it. And they don't, for some reason, they just don't seem to be able to comprehend that the more they come out with this fake nonsense, the more damage it does. The more likely people are just not going to believe whenever the next story comes out. I mean, the reason why they carry the Rachel Richardson story, the Duke volleyball player, oh my God, the racial slurs, BYU, how could you, and then people had her back, whatever, because it makes for a good headline. It's a good story. The problem is, it's fake. When you read the article, it sounds fake as fuck. You're telling me the volleyball player heard somebody in the audience say the word nigger? You're telling me she heard that when she's playing fucking volleyball? How the fuck is that even possible? Is she playing the game? Is she focused on the game? Is she hitting the ball? How does she fucking know? Out of all the cheers, out of all the noise, out of all of it, how does she fucking know that she even heard what she thought she heard? It doesn't make any fucking sense. When the journalist is collecting the information around the fucking article, there should be something that clicks in the brain. But this doesn't make any fucking sense. I'm actually going to be doing more damage for my fucking cause. They support their fucking cause. If the cause is, we need to do something about hate crime. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what that does about hate crime. Makes it seem like a fucking joke. Wait for the next school shooting. Wait for the next shooting, and hopefully it is the way that you want it to be. A white guy shooting, black people, whatever. Maybe you'll get that once in a while. But you also get some brothers shooting white people, okay? Running white people. Okay, well, you never care. You never talk about that. You never talk about that. You could talk about real stories, but instead they push the fake crap. That's why I'm fucking jaded on this shit. That's why sometimes I feel like I just downed a bunch of black pills and I just do not even see any light at any of this shit. It's all a joke to me. Like whenever I hear somebody talk about social justice issues and they want to advocate for racial justice or bail reform, criminal justice, I instantly think, bullshit, you're full of shit. There's some sort of motive you have going on here. Oh, I'm sure there's something going on. I see right through that motherfucking shit. They're fucking con artists. And the people who disagree with that are the same people who support a BLM when they are a fucking scam. Don't believe me? Read the fucking news. It's right there. Oh, what did they do with the money? What did BLM do with the money? Did they help support the black community? By help support the black community, you mean the head chick buying a fancy fucking $6 million house for herself and other property? How about that? Shit. God damn it. It's such a fucking train wreck. Man. I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy to me, man. But anyway, tonight is about fake hate crime hoaxes. Hate crime hoaxes. Fake hate crimes, hate crime hoaxes. Okay? That's what tonight's about. That's what tonight's about. These people. Here in the case with Rachel, we have a athlete. Actually, we have a lot of athletes. There's a lot of athletes you see on television that do this, right? They'll feign some sort of outrage to claim to be like a victim of racism, a victim of some sort of racial slur or some sort of hate crime, like Bubba Wallace. There was a noose in the garage. It's a hate crime. They're trying to kill me. Bubba Wallace. Fucking retarded name. Dumbass name. Fucking I don't know if there's 2 brain cells in that guy's skull, and that's not a fucking race thing. Jesus Christ. It wasn't even a fucking noose. It was a rope to pull. It was a garage pull rope. Was it tied around with a hole? Sure, but it wasn't a hole that would be big enough to go over someone's head. Jesus Christ. It was literally tied to a garage door. You yank it, you pull the... What? It's like, have you not seen that before? Were there not garages that done that before? Oh, it's really cute, too. If you go look for the photos of this, you'll see the photos of it in actual size. Go next to people and be like, oh, okay. Yeah, it's a pull rope. It's kind of, it's tied a certain way. Okay. But it's meant for your hand. It's big enough for a hand to grab and yank, which is what by design. But then you'll see photos that are like clearly edited because like that looks stretched. You stretched that one out. You're trying to carry waters for this fake story. You give this fake story legs, which is funny because it was investigated. The FBI looked into it. It was like, nope. They're like, this thing, this noose, it was there long ago, way before Bubba. Okay, it's just been there, and it's actually tied to the garage door. You pull it, the garage door opens. Look at that. Oh my God! But no, he was a victim of racism. He was a victim of a hate crime, and he carried that story. I swear. It's all over the place. Anytime I hear someone who's a person of color who claims that they are a victim of a hate crime, if they are a celebrity, if they are an athlete, if they are anyone that's remotely famous, if they are a college student, I immediately, at this point, doubt them. Is that good? Is that bad? Is that wrong? I mean, at this point, it's a safe bet. Okay? At this point, if you're a betting man, you would bet to doubt them. That's what you would do with that. Now, with this Rachel story, it gets even better. It gets even richer. Because the question would be, well, why would a college student, why would a volleyball player just make up that story? And why would she tell that same story to her parents? Her parents weren't even there. She had to tell her parents that this happened to her so they could help the narrative as well. And you'd be like, oh, that sounds like conspiracy. Let me tell you about the godmother. You know about the godmother? You probably don't know about the godmother, but once you learn about her, you go, oh, wait a second. Yeah, that's a little too on the nose there. So Lessa Pamplin is her name. Lessa Pamplin. And you could go find this yourself. I'm not going to put any images on the screen or whatever. You can go find it yourself. Okay. Lessa Pamplin. She is a racist black chick that hates white people. I'll tell you that much. And that is clear by her tweets. She will outright tell you that she cannot stand all these white people. White people. That's how she tweets it out, too. She is racist towards black guys, brothers dating white girls. Hates that. She is running to be a county judge for a criminal court. And she's really big into racial issues. She's really big into racial justice while being clearly racist towards a certain race. Okay. And she is part of the reason. She is one of, I think, the bigger voice here in this whole outrage, this whole claim, this accusation that there was racial slurs being slung at Rachel while she was playing volleyball. See, because Rachel's version of the story was that she heard it when she was serving. And then when they talked to Lisa, the godmother, her version of the story was, no, girl, every time my goddaughter went to serve, they just called her a nigger child. They're like, there's that porch monkey nigger child. That's what they said. They wouldn't stop. Like, the godmother made it seem as if they were raining down racial slurs the whole time. But she was not even there. And that's not even close to what Rachel said. So why do you think the parents knew? Of course, the parents ran on it too. It's a whole fucking scam. It's a fucking bullshit story just to get attention. That's all it was. And to throw shame on BYU and throw a handicapped man under the bus, throw Donga under the bus. I think that's what his name was. I think he was you know what? Since we're in the realm of fabricating stories, at this point, information's coming my way. Not only was he a handicapped man, but he was a Native American handicapped man that just was pale in complexion, so he looked like he was white. And he was a little bit slow cognitively. So you might say retarded. That was once a medical term, but, he has intellectual disabilities. But, fuck him, right? That wasn't even the right guy. It was the wrong guy. There wasn't even a right guy. Because it never happened. And the answer to why they would fabricate this shit is for gain. It's for attention. I hate it when you hear on podcasts and they'll question why someone would come up with a fake hate crime story as if like they're like really puzzled by it. But why? Why? Like, how could they do that? Like, why would they? Because they're fucking lying. People lie. People lie for gain. People, why do you think they're doing it? They think they're gaining something from this. They think they're winning from this because they want to. That's why. You could boil down to the most simple reason. Because they want to. All right? Because they think there's some sort of gain, something to be gained from it. And it's working. Even now, with the BYU, they did their little investigation. Like I said, they were like, man, nothing even happened. I was reading this article here. I was like, well, clearly nothing happened. We went over surveillance tapes and audio and interviewed everybody there. Nothing like that, nothing close to it. All we could say is say she's a liar, but that makes us look bad because she's black. It's like, well, what are you going to do with that? What are you going to do with that? And you still have idiots like Lebron James sucking up Space Jam. I don't know why I brought that. Sucking China's dick. Likes that China money. He probably doesn't give two shit about Uyghurs. He was like, Uyghurs? Whatever. Oh shit, man. It is insane. It is insane that it's like the insanity of it all is that it just constantly goes. I'll talk about this. I'll rant about this. That's not going to change anything. It wouldn't matter if I had a bigger platform. It wouldn't change anything. People are still going to buy into this shit. Next time there's a story about an athlete being throwing an accusation of hearing racial slurs, people are going to be like, oh my God, did it actually happen? I'm hoping more people are just going to doubt that shit. Wise up to it. Fuck. God damn it. Bubba Wallace did it for attention. LeBron James did it for attention. Jussie Smollett did it for attention. But what do they gain from that attention? What do you think they gain from that attention? People are talking about them. They're in the news. They're getting press. They're potential deals if ever it all pans out. You know, there's still people out there that actually still believe Jussie Smollett's story. There's actually people out there who actually still believe that story. That is idiotic. And you know, some of those people, they're on mainstream TV. They're on the daytime TV shows. They're on the nighttime TV shows. They're on the news shows. They just talk. They commentate. It is fucking stupid. Wow. And like I said, at this point, I don't even know if I could trust anything that comes out now. Any other, oh, this hate crime happened. I was like, well, show me. Look at the news. Anytime there's a shooting, the first thing you see on Twitter about it is, oh, you know, it was a white guy. And then you find out, let's say with that recent one in, was that school in Texas? Uvalde. That guy is Hispanic. He's not Anglo. Okay, he's Hispanic. All right, he's not a white guy. But I like how they made him look as white as possible. Because they're fucking devious, man. You can't trust them. It's like, oh my God. It's like they're evil, man. When they can't just, like, when something happens in the news, they can't just tell you the facts. They have to alter how the person looks. They have to be selective about how they describe the individual, unless they're white. You know, it's like they're cherry picking little things to feed you because you can't handle it all. You can't handle the truth. You can't take the facts and make your own judgment. They're not doing journalism, man. They are creating narratives. That's what they're doing. They're constructing narratives. That's a whole other rant. I wasn't prepared for that. But it kind of closely relates to what I'm talking about the hate crime hoax thing, in that even current events, situations that happen, shit, anytime there's a shooting, you know, people are asking, what's the color? What's going on? And if it's a black guy, which there's plenty of those, there's lots of them all the time happening. How many today? How many? 20? If you want to count. And just in America alone, okay? Just in Chicago alone. How many shootouts were there between people of color? What's the ballpark number in Chicago? I'm sure it's more than 10. We're just talking about today. Shootouts. It could be a poo, just shooting at each other. 20? What's the number? It's a lot. But you don't hear about that shit. That's an everyday thing. I could say that about Houston. I live in Houston. Houston's crazy homicide rate. Oh, shit. Instead of talking about the real shit that's happening, instead of actually covering the fucking real crime that is happening all around us, they want to carry water and push. They carry water for these fucking liars like Rachel Richardson, Bubba Wallace, Jussie Smollett, LeBron James. Carry water for them. Push their fucking lies. Meanwhile, real crime, real victims are suffering. Ah, man. Anyway. So, this was a short rant and chill. I covered the topic I wanted to get into. You let me know, man. I'm going to do a poll later on. How do you feel about hate crimes that are overblown? I have a funny feeling how that's gonna go. I'll keep these going like on Fridays. What I may do now is actually maybe chill and play a game or something. But I gotta take care of some stuff first. I might pop back on. Anyway, with that said, you guys take it easy. I like streaming still on this channel. I'll do that for the rant and chill stuff. I've been streaming a lot on Twitch. I know Twitch sucks. I could be fast and loose when it comes to like copyright stuff. And I play games there. That's fine. I've been doing that. So in October, I'll be doing the horror stuff on the main channel. And it'd be kind of going back to how things used to be in a way. Just chilling, talk about horror movies, and talk about, I guess, creepypasta shit. Anyway. Are you wearing a VR headset? It's not VR. They're just another pair of ridiculous shades. Oh, man. My goal is to just find the most ridiculous shades I could find. And I'm achieving that goal. Okay? All right? I got these two. Now, these are just stupid. They're all stupid. These are just safety glasses. Or just some guy in the 80s. That's from... What the fuck? Oh, my God. I think this is how people Back to the Future look like in the future, right? So stupid. Anyway, with that said, you guys take it easy. A Warski wave? Thoughts on Warski before you go? He lost the fight in 15 seconds. I last longer in bed than he did in the ring. That's crazy. 15 seconds. My thoughts on the fight was that from Jump Street, from the get-go, it was a setup. Like, what's his name? Keemstar? He knew Warski didn't stand a chance. He was setting up a free victory, a free win for Salt Poppy. Which, at first, I really couldn't understand Salt Poppy's face. That little face he makes. The little duck face. I hated that. I wanted somebody to punch him in the fucking face. But Warski's not going to be that guy. Okay? It's not going to happen. When Warski was in the ring, he looked like Little Mac from Punch-Out. He looked like Little Mac. He was like this. Like Little Mac from Punch-Out, going up against the first boxer and getting his ass beat. Poppy is legit. I don't know anything about him. I don't watch that stuff. Well, maybe I'll check it out in the future. I don't know. But before I go, is Kino Casino still dead? What's going on with that? Is Warski in hiding? Where's PPP? Is it getting cold again? Is it getting cold again? I guess I could check that channel. I haven't really. I've been disconnected from a lot of things. It's been great. I got a new phone. I don't even have Twitter on my phone, and I'm not going to install it. It actually is nice, not even being tapped into things. I barely go on Discord. I just sometimes just want to just not, just need to just get away, get some peace of mind. Kino Casino. I go to the channel. Oh, the channel's back up. They have their videos back on. Okay. Well, we'll see what the next Are they going to have a new episode next Friday then? They're working on a massive project. That's just called cope. All right. Well, good luck on that. Anyway, with that said, y'all take it easy. Have a good one. And as much as things piss us off and get us enraged, kind of learn to chill a little bit. I don't have any secrets about that. Just find peace of mind somewhere. Anyway, you guys take it easy.